Hey folks, we're out here on day 2 of practice for the Costa FLW Series Championship on Kentucky Lake. I'm joined now by Todd Woods. Todd, you made it all the way out here from California, and you've got, I guess, 2 days on the water now. How's Kentucky Lake treating you?
Kentucky Lake is a little rough. It's the weather that's, we just went from 100 degrees.
You were just fishing the U.S. Open, right?
Yes, yes. And we had the best weather. It was the best weather for the Open, and the weather's been great ever since. So somehow we managed to bring cold water or cold air with us to Kentucky Lake. What's up with that?
Yeah, it's been really cold. I mean, I think the last 2 days have started out in the 30s. I saw some pictures of like ice and frost on day 1. Now it got like okay this afternoon if you were out of the wind, but it's been tough out there, right?
Yeah, I can handle the way the weather is right now. If it gets any colder, I'm in trouble. I don't like fishing with gloves on. It's really, it's cumbersome, but you do it all day and you get used to it. So now I'm actually used to fishing with gloves on the whole time.
Nice. Can you, with gloves, just beautiful skips up under docks, all that jazz? You got that dialed in?
No, I don't make beautiful skips without gloves. I don't fish docks generally. I like to fish out in the open, rock piles, ledges. Here they call them bars, which is it's a foreign word, but I'm getting used to that bar terminology.
Yeah, so right now Kentucky Lake, I mean, it's down. It's in its winter pool, basically. So there's a lot of open water, but a lot of it's really shallow. Have you been trying to focus on that kind of stuff and stay out of the creeks, or have you been sampling a little bit of everything?
I've been sampling a little bit of everything. I see, every once in a while you pull into a cove and there's birds, so I'll do a little investigation there, but a lot of times I'm coming up with stripers and white bass.
Okay.
So hopefully, maybe a big smallmouth or a largemouth will move in there during the tournament and we'll catch them.
All right. What's the tentative plan like the next 2 days?
The next 2 days, I think I'm actually going to make a long run with my truck and boat, and launch to a completely different location.
South, north?
South. Yeah, south. I've been doing my homework, from 2011 when Dan Morey had won it, and so I've got some decent insight, so I'm going to kind of look at that and see what happens.
All right. You were here back in that tournament. Is the lake different at all, or are we hitting it and does it feel about the same to you?
It actually feels almost exactly the same, but not quite as cold.
Okay.
We had a front come through the second day of the tournament. It rained pretty good. We had cloud cover coming, but it was more like of a fall type of storm. Well, not a winter storm like I feel this is.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right. Well, Todd, thanks for stopping by, and good luck these next couple days. Hope you figure it out.
All right. Thanks for having me. Appreciate it.
Alrighty, so next up, Clint Brown coming out of the Southeastern Division. You finished 8th, I think you told me this year. I'll take it on faith that you're not inflating your stats. I guess you've been on Kentucky Lake now 2 days.
2 days.
How's it going so far?
I didn't have very good luck yesterday. I did a little better today. I caught a couple keepers, and it's still in, very good.
All right. Are you mostly sticking around the Paris area, or have you been like ranging far afield? Because obviously you guys can even run into Barkley if you want to.
Yeah, I've been ranging around, covering some water, just trying to find me an area that I think I like to fish in.
Yep.
Yesterday I went way down south.
Mm-hmm.
Today I come up in the Paris area. Tomorrow I think I'll go way up north. I'm just looking for an area I like to fish in.
All right. Had you ever been to Kentucky Lake before?
Never been here.
All right, it's interesting. I mean, Kentucky Lake it's one of those lakes where if you're from Ohio or Indiana, you probably fish Kentucky Lake a lot. But if you're from Alabama or Georgia, there's a pretty good chance you haven't fished it that much because there's so many good lakes between there and here. Right. So even though it's a phenomenal fishery, there are guys who are coming in without a lot of experience.
Right. Yeah.
I guess as far as, when you sort of got here and you put the boat in the water, was it like you expected, or was it kind of surprising in your first morning out there?
Well, it was surprising because the water level's down, and down where I'm from in South Georgia, they don't typically do this to lakes. So
it pretty much stays put.
I knew it was going to be low. I know they draw it down, but it was kind of surprising. It was a little more than I thought. So just, it takes a little getting used to and trying to figure out what the fish are going to do when they draw that water down.
For sure. Any close calls out on the bars out there?
No. I did have somebody tell me they saw one boat beach today, but not for me. I mean, Lowrance Electronics is you follow your map and everything's good.
Yeah, you wanna stay safe out there for sure. It's it can be hairy. I guess you've got 2 more days of practice. If you had to sort of rate yourself, like scale of 1 to 10, how are you feeling halfway through practice?
It's gonna be way down below 5. I ain't feeling real good about it, but you know, if the lake's fishing tough, you know, it's tough for everybody. So I mean, my whole deal is I just want to find an area that I like to fish in and looks good to me, and I haven't found that yet, but I got 2 more days to find it.
All right. Top 10 in points in the Southeastern Division means you qualified to fish the tour. You said you're going to fish it next year, right?
Yep.
All right. Well, man, we look forward to having you out there, and good luck these next couple days.
Thank you. Appreciate it.
All righty. So we're going to finish out the night here with Marcus Sykora. Marcus, you came out here and fished the BFL Regional not too long ago. I guess, what was it like then? Does it compare to now? Has it changed a little bit?
Yeah, I think it's actually changed quite a little bit. You know, 2 weeks ago it was still really, really hot, and the water was really, really hot. And you know, the water temperature is dropping. I mean, it dropped a couple degrees from yesterday, and it just continuously is going to keep dropping. So, so I think that's actually, though, made it a little bit better.
Okay.
I think, you know, when the water's hot, they're spread out, and I think they're now getting grouped up, and that bait is starting to get in the right places, and that's a big deal when you're fall fishing, is being able to find that bait.
All right. You know, almost everybody who did really well in that last regional caught their fish on those shallow bars, on the top water, that kind of thing. Do you feel like that's going to play real strong again this time, or do you think there's going to be more options?
I think there's going to be more options, but I also think that, you know, it's Kentucky Lake, and there's just too many big ones that are shallow. You know, I think there's, what I've seen, I think there's some fish definitely getting set up on some structure. So, you know, some of the deeper guys might have a better advantage now. Okay. But I think right now it's sitting up good to where you can really play to your strengths and kind of go and chase it all day long.
That's nice, because, you know, there's a lot of times on Kentucky Lake where you've kind of got to do one thing.
Yeah.
And we're getting into that little period of time where you probably could do a few things.
Yeah, and it's good for us too, because what it does is it helps spread the field out. You know, like for instance, if everybody wanted to catch them on shallow bars, you know, you would just be hopscotching bars with everybody else.
Yeah.
Now you might be able to run 3 or 4 bars by yourself because everybody else is out deep, or vice versa.
Yeah. Have you ever been here this late in the year before?
Yeah, I have. I've actually been here even a little bit later. That Bassmaster Team Championship, I guess.
Okay,
back
that was last year?
Last year, yeah. And it was quite a bit cooler, and those fish were actually suspended more. You know, the difference now is I think that the water is warmer. I think it's just now starting to get to what we're standard customarily looking for at Kentucky Lake. So I don't know how it's going to go, but I think it's going to show out.
Okay, I like the sound of that. I guess my last one, it's been pretty chilly these first 2 days, but you're from Lake of the Ozarks. You fish all winter long out there. So this is just perfect for you, right?
Yeah, you know, matter of fact, if you make the water temperature about 20 degrees cooler, it'd be even better, you know. Get her in the low 40s, I think I'll be right at home.
Well, we probably need some sub 30 days to get that happening real fast, so I'll cross my fingers we don't see that.
Not yet, not yet.
You know, we'll see, and man, thanks for stopping by.
Thank you very much. Thanks, Jody. Appreciate you.